It's cashless, borderless, and it's empowering the unbanked population in Uganda. These mobile financial services via smartphones have been furthering the digital transformation across the continent since the start of the pandemic, according to a report from the African Union and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Whether you are a small e-commerce business in Kampala,
we use them to pay our suppliers in China, as well as receive payments from our clients through mobile money,
or are part of the booming African creative economy.
The convenience, the costs are really minimal. If I go to a site like Amazon, I need to be able to pay in dollars. With the convenience that comes with it, I just get my money, convert it into US dollars, put it on my card, and I shop.
According to the latest data from the World Bank, East Africa has the most registered mobile money accounts per capita in the world. Eversend is among some of the most popular all-in-one financial technology or fintech apps across Africa.
And we are moving about $5 million every month. We're growing 30% in terms of gross revenue and in terms of customers. But also we focus on the user experience. We want somebody who uses Eversend to be able to distinguish it from other services.
This Ugandan-led startup raised $800,000 through crowdfunding and secured more investment after winning the Slush Startup competition in Finland in 2019. It now has over 80,000 subscribers, according to its co-founder, Ronald Kasendwa.
We raised money from a lot of young and non-professional investors because we want the owners of Eversend, the customers of Eversend, to actually have some ownership of the product.
Banking on mobile penetration in Uganda, fintechs like Eversend has been thriving.
We come second to Kenya. Kenya has about 1,200 fintech companies. In terms of numbers, Uganda is at about 400 fintech companies.
But expanding across the continent is easier said than done. For local fintech Dusupe, fragmentation is the biggest challenge when scaling out of Uganda.
Running a fintech is quite complicated. We don't have the opportunity of working across Europe like the Europeans do, or working across the US like they do. So you have to go through each country, which each country you're facing different regulation, different licenses are needed. That I would say is our largest problem.
Dusupe has focused its innovation on providing a global infrastructure for business to send and receive payments in and out of Africa.
Since our launch, we've been able to serve over 5,000 businesses across the world. Some of these are from Europe, others from Africa, and others from the United States of America. We have perfected our service to cater for that given niche of clients.
Starting as a multi-currency money remittance platform, Eversend found success adding features like insurance, loans, payments, virtual cards, and even cryptocurrency investments.
From the pandemic, we have realized the behavior shift in our users. But also we see a lot of the incumbent financial institutions realizing that they need mechanisms of reaching to their users without actually waiting for them to get there. So we see a lot of, say, banks opening up to giving APIs to fintech services.
Eversend and Dusupe, you have a benefit of knowing what your exchange rate is going to be when you're going to transact in such an environment compared to the traditional exchange rates or exchange rates in the traditional banking system.
Mobile adoption is boosting financial inclusion for close to 2 billion unbanked individuals, according to the World Bank.
The adoption of the fintech services in Uganda is also directly proportional to the adoption of mobile technology or mobile phones. Uganda has about 60% of the population connected to or owning a mobile phone.
And in Uganda alone, mobile money transactions grew 25% in 2020 over the previous year.
About this new rising fintech trend in Uganda, just like in any other industry, whenever it's new, people rush in, everyone tries to capture the opportunity, but only the strongest, only the people that have the most money, or only the biggest people will survive.
However crowded the fintech space becomes in Africa, both of these companies agree that there's lots of work to be done to ease business across borders in the region. In the meantime, there's still plenty of room for innovation.
You can't deny the fact that there's mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. So we're also bringing that to users in the different markets. We also want to do group savings because we realize that as Africans, it's a communal society.
As a company, we still have a lot of work to do. We still have a lot of scaling to do. So I feel like our journey is actually just starting. We are quite excited to see how this evolves across the African continent.